Oh my gosh. So this message is for women, ladies, and this is directly connected to our energy. Okay, I'm thinking about creating a series about learn lessons with me because I've been crushing them lately, and the first thing I want to do is share it with you guys while it's all fresh on my mind, right? Okay, so last night I was learning, okay, and this is specifically for women because we all have this collective programming frame of thought where we're saying all men are non-committal, right? We attract the playboy, we attract the hot and cold energy from people, but never do we actually sit down and say that's our energy first. And then many of us might think, well, I'm not out here being a hoe, I'm not out here sleeping around with people, I'm not out here playing games, right? It doesn't have to be physical games, it's energetic internal turmoil. And so when I learned this, and the reason that I learned this specifically was because in early childhood, or my foundation on love and connections has always hot and cold, in and out, right? And that was directly like with my family, right? So I didn't know when I was going to receive love. I didn't know how I was going to receive love. It was inconsistent connection. It was inconsistent bonding. Okay, this has nothing to do with Joe Schmo from 6th grade, right? This has nothing to do with your high school sweetheart. This has to do with the foundation that your inner child is sitting on, okay? This is from daddy. This is from mommy. This is familial things. This is ancestral patterning, okay? And so I feel like this is collective consciousness now because us women, we were raised on foundations. Many, not all, of course, but we were placed where we have daddy issues, so that our energy feels hot and cold, right? So we're hot and cold. We don't trust people. We unconsciously pull away for self-protection, right? We constantly seek validation, reassurance. We constantly want to be held and catered to, and that's understandable because our inner child, that's what feels safe to our inner child, because we didn't receive that. The love that we received, the connection that we received, it was wonky. We didn't trust our caregivers to bring in that secure attachment. So now we ourselves do not have secure attachment. So then what happens? Phew, it's a mirror. It's a direct mirror. And so it's so funny. Like I'm seeing like this like higher perspective, this like outer view of everything right now, saying this is what's happening in society. This is not the men being non-committal. Well, of course, a grain of salt here. But it is so many women in today's generation with this one wound of insecure attachment, of anxious attachment that is being mirrored out to men. So the men are directly reflecting that wound back to us. So you're ghosted, you're rejected, you're abandoned. You have wishy-washy people. You have people that are non-committal. It's all sex. It's all chemistry. It's all attraction. Because the foundation is not secure. It starts with us. You guys, us. As women. This is not to not include men in this energy here, but it feels very specific to the female energy, the female physical body. Because us females, or the more feminine, people in relationships here, we naturally tend to be more sensitive unless we are dealing with men, physical men that are connected to their feminine energy to allow in the softer side. But I feel that this is a breakthrough for many of us. Because when we're on that faulty foundation, because I was attached to an illusion of pain that then created confusion that every person I'm going to deal with is going to cause grief. So then I'm in defense mode. My defenses are up. I'm protecting myself from rejection, from disappointment, because my inner child believes that's what I need to do, because my inner child is grief stricken. My inner child is sad. My inner child is heartbroken because mommy and daddy weren't able to give me that secure attachment foundation. From a very young age, we grow up not understanding what intimacy is, bonding, connection, especially in today's world, right? Both mommy and daddy, you're born, boom, you go off to daycare at 3 months old. Where's mom and dad? You don't have that attachment anymore. The way that society has built many of us, I think it's purposeful. I'm gonna say that. I think it's purposeful to separate us, to disconnect us. But look at your own non-committal energy, because it took me layers and layers and layers to say, oh my gosh, I'm the non-committal one. Not the people I'm connecting with in love. Me. I'm non-committal. I'm wishy-washy. So then, because I am that's how the people, so like you'll notice like in your connections, everything is like going so good and it's so smooth, and then you're triggered. Something happens, you're triggered. And then the whole dynamic shifts over. And then that wishy-washiness starts. Then that coldness starts. Because that's you. You started it. It might be a hard pill to swallow, but this is how we heal this. Because then if a collective of us women say, OMG, let me heal this, we are going to heal the men. Because then the men will not mirror it back to us, and we can finally have healthy dynamics because we're doing it from ourselves, right? Oh my gosh, oh my gosh, oh my gosh, oh my gosh. And if this is something that is of interest to you, the worthiness era is not live yet, but I have workbooks, I have reclamation guides, I even have a free resource that you can download, link in bio, beautiful resources to help us reclaim our worth. Come back to a foundation of safety. Come back to a place of knowing our worthiness. This is about remembering who we are. To connect back to that little us and make her feel safe again. Because we deserve that.